Remember last year, a report came out that said women do not need annual mammograms until the age of 50. This was shocking news and scary news to most women. We learned today maybe certain tests should be done yearly. It's the age-old question, who do you believe? Here to try to answer that question, our doctor making a filter house call. It is Dr. Yvette David.
Hi,
Yvette.
Fred.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Now, you talked about this last year on the show. You didn't buy it then. Mammograms just beginning at the age of 50. You were not a fan of that last year, were you?
Absolutely. No. Every year, as far as I'm concerned. And this new study is very interesting in even more trying to get the people who really are at high risk of cancer to try to find something before there's a problem, especially as a second problem.
Yeah, now here's what they're saying. If a woman has had breast cancer, should she have a yearly MRI? That's the new study. So if you've had it, do you even need an MRI every year? To me, it seems like you need as many tests as possible to make sure it didn't come back.
Well, it's usually not it coming back, but why did you have the first cancer? Do you have a genetic problem? Is there a reason why you're more susceptible to breast cancer? And if that's the case, maybe an MRI will be the right answer. This is the very beginning of testing, and it's great when you find the problem early, but for what you find early, there's always problems that are not problems that you find, so that you wind up getting biopsies, very high stress over non-diagnostic things. So I think that if it turns out that this is going to find more cancers and at an early stage, then it's going to be a wonderful thing for people that have survived breast cancer. We're already using MRI exams on patients that have that BRCA gene and family history of it for helping to find breast cancer. So this is just one more step looking at MRI. And luckily, we don't have the radiation risk that we have with CAT scans.
Yeah, and we only have about 30 seconds left, but I think one of the concerns here is the cost of an MRI. And there are those that are saying, hey, don't spend the money. I don't know. You know, Yvette, I've known you a long time. And you know my wife. We know each other's families. Boy, there's nothing more important than your health. Nothing.
And also, what about the cost? I mean, if you find a cancer early, in the long run, that costs a lot less than long cancer treatment and all the care that goes with cancer. So I don't buy the cost issue either. If it's truly a good test for people, we'll find out, and I would implement it.
All right. Great job as always. Good talking to you. If I don't talk to you again, have a good holiday.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, Yvette. Thanks.
Bye.